Hello, and welcome back to part 4 of my Eastwind playthrough. We'll be starting again now on to... Let's see, what are we on? Maxwell, so after Death Valley. I'll revert again. Yeah. Back on Maxwell. After helping out Bravo Squad in Gurna. So, report in. We're doing a mission now. I think we're doing the one where we have to assassinate an AAF leader. Maybe listen to some dialogue real quick.
Maybe we should have seen it coming, you know?
We've heard this before.
Fucking greenbacks, man. Butchering half their own population.
Look, the greenbacks aren't that bad, okay?
That was just, I don't know.
Big crowd of guys here. What's up, guys? It's a little strange that when they made Arma 3, the factions they set, they just call U.S. Army NATO. I mean, it kind of makes sense because CTRG is around, they're British, but I don't really understand why they called it NATO and not, you know, the U.S. Army. You could say the same thing for CSAT as well, but, I mean, we are operating here under a NATO peacekeeping mandate, I suppose, but it just seems a little strange because there are no other forces within NATO in Arma 3. There's CTRG, which are British and American as well, but yeah, there's no British NATO forces, which I think it would be cool if there were, but or even just a small, if they had released DLC with smaller NATO coalitions, like, you know, using most of the same gear, but maybe just reskins like people do on the workshop. But it would have been cool if there was some official content like that.
Hit the deck somewhere up north.
Here we have a
Still intact.
right here. That's a side mission. I mean, I could do that. I think I'll just play through the campaign as is. I'm not too interested in the side content. It's not that interesting in my opinion. Maybe I'll do a couple later, but strategic map. What, did the order of battle change? I guess we've taken out this squad here. Or at least they're not deployed there anymore. Maybe they've just fallen back to 3rd Platoon. We did kill quite a bit of greenbacks in this area.
Something to do with McKinnon? You know, you'd hear about that green on blue shit, but Christ, not for a good decade at least. I just can't see what the fuck they were thinking.
Yeah, so we have the NATO soldiers talking about why they attacked, and oh, what's going on, buddy? Okay. Was he crawling under this thing? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't think it had to do with McKinnon. I think whatever Miller was doing when he landed over there, he came back. He must have done something on Altus. I assume. I mean, that just seems to make the most sense because McKinnon was ambushed, but I can't see why. Maybe it was like a rogue element within the AAF who wanted to attack McKinnon because he slighted them or he was just pissing them off, but I mean, I can't see the other side kind of starting off this whole conflict. It really doesn't go in CSAT's favor. Really, if you're looking at whose objectives are being fulfilled by this conflict starting, it's Miller. The AAF really just have no real reason to want to start a conflict unless it's rogue elements within the AAF. I think I'll keep my MXSW. Like I said, I like it. Hunters. I like these little back canopies. I wonder if... I assume there's armor underneath these little canopies, or maybe there's... So maybe, like, from here back, it's a little compartment that is only covered by the tarp, and then there's an armor plate lining up here to the back. So, yeah, like, you can kind of see it in there. There's an armor plate on the back. So, back here might just be a canopy covering, and it's just storage. But it looks solid because it's a 3D model, but, yeah, it might just be fabric on the back. And it's cool. One thing I like about Striders over Hunters is that the unarmed variant has a camera pod that you can actually, maybe I'll try to find one. You can actually use the turret up and down control to look above walls and stuff. It makes it a really good scouting vehicle, although admittedly I don't really use it that much. It's just cool utility that maybe isn't so useful in practicality, but it's nice to have the option. Hunters really just they're they're good, but the unarmed variant is nothing special. It's just basically just an armored car. Let's go to the strategic map. And let me see. So this is just the day after the whole conflict started. Or is it? It might even just be the day of. That's weird to think about because it seems like more time has passed, but I think this is the same day that the AF attacked NATO. Because nighttime hasn't passed, I don't believe. I mean, yeah, it's, like I said, the time scale just seems a little weird. You're used to FPS games like, you know, time passing, but this is just like hours after the whole attack and we're already on the offensive. Makes sense, but I don't know, for some reason in my mind it just doesn't really work. Alright, let's do wet work. Another strange part of Arma 3 was their intent to focus on the whole underwater aspect when really it was kind of pointless because no one really uses it that much. But I mean, maybe at the time it seemed like it had potential. I mean, I certainly thought the idea of it sounded cool at the time.
Intel suggests that the highest ranking officer on Stratis will himself be in the area.
See, this is why this mission makes sense to me after the one we just did, because they're locking down Gurna after NATO attacked it.
We simply cannot let this opportunity pass us by, gentlemen.
And then we strike a blow there, and then we push them back to Mike-26, rather than doing it in some other order where you go for Mike-26 and then you have to do these side missions. It's kind of, I think it makes more sense this way. I guess Ben Carey has diving experience because he volunteers for it. Guy with the beanie there.
Meanwhile, Bravo will circle around and take up a position to the south. Once both teams are in place, we will close the trap. All right, let's set this in motion. Dismissed.
All right. They'd probably mess with my gear if I had to guess. Mission insert at the base, so we're inserting through here. I don't know why they had submersibles here. It's kind of strange, but maybe they just had them. I don't know. Maybe they just had assets in the area and they managed to recover them and then deploy them on the ocean. I don't know. Coordinate with Bravo. So Bravo is assaulting from this direction. We were just in Gurna, but I guess we're coming back to take out this VIP. So that another reason why it doesn't make sense to do this mission after the one we just did, or before the one we just did. Bravo is supposed to be pinned down in this town. So why would you be... Yeah, that just doesn't make much sense to me. Unless, you know, a larger timescale pass, which really didn't. Let's see. The SDV, move into position, clear Gurn of all hostile forces, neutral and verify the HVT, codename Goblin, located there. And one thing I'll note that when I used to make missions, or when I still make missions, but I used to do a whole, what they do here, kind of emulate what they did with situation, mission, execution, signal. I've kind of dialed back to just doing a mission and maybe a situation, depending on if it's a campaign or not, where I find it hard to word in as concise as they do here the execution phase without going too into the nitty gritty of how you're supposed to do it. And I mean, Arma 3 missions are generally pretty linear in the campaign, but you know, when you're making a multiplayer mission, I find it hard to word the execution as elegantly as they do in the campaign. It takes a bit of skill to word it properly in short sentences with concise meaning. And so I generally just make a mission statement, which is your general mission, and then let the players do it as they wish. But sometimes I'll make a more linear mission, and it works out pretty okay, but I avoid making execution. Signal I make mostly for fluff purposes, because in my multiplayer sessions we don't have that many players, and we don't really use call signs per se, but it's cool to have little call signs for things. I like that. Let's see. Oh, with James, Campbell, and Lopez, so These must be CTRG guys. Inventory. Yeah, see, they messed up my whole, my gear here. I wonder if I could not take a rebreather. Would it, yeah, I guess it would let me. Well, let's take... Drop the AGL. Where's my 1911? There we go. Gotta get that 45. Some pistol mags. Get rid of these 30 rounds. Let's get 2 tracers. Where's my SW? MXSW. Got the bipod on. Wheel attach my MRCO. Don't need night vision. Don't need mine detector. One thing I wish Arma 3's campaign did more was obviously the obvious things like more open segments, more areas for you to operate in other than, you know, the open world segments. But if you were to have more variety in the mission, like your equipment to take, there's no reason to take a toolkit or a med kit or a mine detector really in any of the missions, because if you're going to need them, they will tell you. But it would be cool if, say, you got on a mission and it's like, oh, there's a minefield here. We could navigate through it if we had a mine detector, but instead we'll go around because we don't have one. But if you brought one, you could go through it. It would be cool if there were more choices within the missions that you could make. I don't mind the linear missions, but I just think some more openness would be nice. UAV terminal. I mean, we may as well take a UAV terminal instead of a GPS. There's no real reason not to. Maybe wait, but probably not. First aid kits. Don't need the 30 round mags. Don't need the 9mm mags. We'll take 1 first aid kit. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to pause the stream real quick. Alright. Alright, let's see. Yeah, 2 first aid kits. Generally, that's enough, and then you can just loot more off the bodies if you need it. So we got the 100 round mags. We'll put 100 round tracer in there. Put 1. Good thing we have lots of regular 100 round mags. Let's see. Got the MRCO. Let's put an IR laser. Why not? Just tactical. Do we have rangefinders? No. We'll just get standard binoculars. Do we have a helmet? Guess not. I guess we would have to grab that at base or something. We are inserting by the water, so it makes sense. Let's see. Smoke grenades. Pretty useful stuff. Which defensive grenade? So defensive grenades are more powerful because you're using them from a concealed position or a covered position, so they can be more explosive. Offensive grenades are less powerful because you're using them offensively, so you're less likely to be in full cover from them. I think that's how it works. So defensive grenades are generally the way to go because, I mean, grenades are kind of anemic in vanilla Arma unless you're using them to clear buildings or they land very close. Like, if you're throwing them over a hill where you think enemies are, the chances are you're not going to really do much damage to them, especially because it'll bounce away from where you throw them. But I like to take them anyways. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Can I see what? Can I actually equip these guys? No, I can't. I'm not the squad leader. You guys are taking... I haven't ever seen what they're taking, really. Just MXs, no sights, really, guys. Although, I guess if you're going underwater, makes sense not to take an optic, I would assume, because they could... If it's a scope, it might fill with water, maybe. And then if it's a red dot, you know, obviously electronics are susceptible to water. Although they will be waterproof, I don't think they could take submerging in seawater. I assume so, at least. Maybe there are optics built to that. Alright, let's look at the situation. So, swordfish coming in. Yeah, we've seen that already, actually. Okay. I like how they play these quotes at the beginning of every mission, rather than, you know, when you die, like in Call of Duty. It's kind of sets it apart, I think. This is literally just an excuse to have an underwater mission. This is the only one in the game, and, yeah, we only insert. We don't do any diving combat. It's underwater segments, I'm sure they put a lot more resources into that than they needed to, and it
Lieutenant, can I ask a
kind
question?
of was useless.
Go ahead, Harry.
I like the look of the underwater stuff,
Why are we
but
even on this mission?
yeah,
Why
it's
didn't Miller just leave it to
kind
you
of
guys?
pointless.
They've got their own assignment.
More important than this.
It's need to know, Corporal. If you see what I mean.
And Miller's doing some Black Ops bullshit again.
Okay, one more time. We'll insert at
Although
the bay
Lieutenant
a
James
hostile
isn't
launching
being
point
used
above
on
the
that
village.
Black Ops mission, he's
Enemy
being used on
Bravo
this
will
mission,
strike
so
together and
I assume
neutralize
it's
enemy forces.
James is the top guy, so I'm assuming it doesn't require as much finesse, so he's not really needed for it. This is more of a risky mission than what they're doing, I
Mind
assume.
your heads, lads.
Maybe actually, yeah. So they need volunteers. So these guys with me aren't CTRG; they're U.S. forces.
Damn, mines. Okay, end of the line. Everyone out.
All right. I like the animation when you're swimming with your already sprint swim. Yeah, that looks cool. You have your gun like hanging behind you. Let's go, guys. I mean, yeah, so much work must have been put into the underwater stuff, but yeah, it's a shame. I don't blame them for it. I don't know what you can do with underwater, really.
That's
You
a
know,
lot of mines.
it's other than inserting and maybe planting explosives underwater, which doesn't really work too well. There's not much you can do with it. Remember, these early missions were all in showcases, I believe, when the alpha first came out, before the campaign was a thing. So I remember playing this mission on its own, or a similar mission at least. Oh, fish. I was blown away when I noticed there were like sea turtles and stuff in the water when I was one mission I was playing. We were waiting for it to start, and I swam across this whole.
4 guys
Oh,
on the beach.
oh god!
Weapons free. Enemy.
All right.
Campbell, Kerry, engage that man. Lopez, fire at that soldier. Machine gunner, 75 meters. Front. Lopez, engage that machine gunner. Just up ahead. Attack him.
All right. That's the saying. Oh, we're not on the Altus map, so I can't even see. But there's a big bay in Altus, and I swam across it. And I saw sea turtles and all this stuff, and it was really cool. I never noticed there were things like that. I don't know if they spawned by vanilla or if it was the mission.
Copy that, Swordfish. Move quickly.
Can loot off these
Patrol in
guys.
town probably heard the shots.
I guess there's not much ammo I can get, but I can grab a vest.
Hold fire.
Let's grab a vest. We don't need the rebreather anymore.
Bravo, report in. Over. Falcon,
There's
this
no
is Bravo.
gear on it.
We're in position. Awaiting your signal. Over. Solid copy, Bravo.
Some GL rounds and stuff, whatever.
Looks like we're just waiting on you. Get moving. Over.
Oh, Grenadier vest. This one looks much cooler. The AAF one looks more fabric-y and less plastic, and it seems to fit more with the AAF aesthetic than the NATO one does with the NATO aesthetic. Like those plate carriers with the side thing, the Grenadier plate carriers with the side things, and the MX Megs don't really fit too well with the default NATO plate carriers, which I think look cooler. And they don't have a camelback, so yeah, they just don't seem to fit that well, in my opinion. But this one looks good. I like how when you're out of the water, it shows the flippers on the side, and when you're in the water, your goggles come on and they're off when you're
Copy that.
out of the
Have you
water.
got eyes on the targets? Over.
Guess these guys didn't hear that
Falcon,
gunfire.
we've got a visual
Oh
here.
yeah, good position to
HVT
set up my
in the courtyard
fucking.
in the center of town. Over. Understood. Ball's
Please
in your
boy.
court now,
Oh.
Swordfish. Good luck.
Yeah, bipods are super finicky.
All right. Move in. Sweep the village.
Oh, come on.
I'll hold
I
position
can't
here
aim
on
where I
Oak
want to.
Machine gun. Rifleman. 100 meters. Left. Engaging right. Terry, engage that man. Left. Campbell, attack that rifleman. Left. Engaging. Running low on ammo. Campbell, attack that rifleman. Left flank.
Verna is
Officer,
it's like the
100
second
meters
largest
to the
town
left.
on Stratus, so it's a pretty common location if you're making missions on the
Rifleman,
island.
200 meters left.
And it's
Engaging
a
target.
decent village. I like the
Engage that
layout.
man. Left.
Move! I'm covering!
Yeah, using full auto with the MXSW is not that useful, even when you're bracing it and not. But if you don't deploy your bipod, it's just the recoil is too much to use at a range. Really, it just climbs too much to be accurate. You're better off just using semi-auto, in my experience. But if you're on
Clear.
bipod, it is quite useful. I wish the bipods were more fluid than they are. They kind of restrict your movement a lot if you don't set it up right.
Copy that, Swordfish. Great job.
Like, I can't turn right, whereas in real life, if I were... I mean, it doesn't make sense that I would deploy a bipod on this thing in real life anyways.
Be quick
But...
about it, Swordfish. Assume enemy forces at Tempest are mobilizing. I'd estimate you have about 5
Crash.
minutes until they're on top of you. Over.
Gotta find this
Understood.
AAF
Swordfish out.
officer.
Kerry,
There's
find
the...
and
What's it
verify
called?
the target.
Mark 200,
Make
yeah.
sure
That's
it's
it.
archived.
6.5. Caseless. If I remember correctly, he always dies around here. Is this him? And of course, I don't get the marker. Because, you know, my HUD's off. So I have to manually locate the body. Is it around here? Is this him? No. Is it on the mark? Oh yeah,
Sir, it's
There
not
we go.
him.
What?
they just spawned his
It's
body.
not
No one
him. It's an
actually shot
officer.
him.
Pretty high ranking, but it's not our guy.
Neat little editor
Damn
trick.
it. Falcon, be advised.
I'll take
Our
your
intel was faulty.
45
The
megs.
target isn't here. Over.
Have more on this thing
Say
too.
again,
What's
Swordfish?
45 megs?
You're positive it's not him. Over.
Take a spare pistol too.
Definitely
Put
a
in the arsenal
high-ranking
or the
officer, sir, but it's
gear
not our target.
pile.
Over. Shit. Understood, Swordfish. Get yourselves back here. Falcon out.
So he was probably like a
There's a truck in
captain
the
or a
center of
major or
town.
something.
Everyone, load up. Falcon, be advised. The others are commandeering a truck. I'm gonna double back for the STV. Meet you guys back at Maxwell. Over.
Alright, we'll get in the truck and get the
Acknowledge,
hell out of
Swordfish
here.
out.
I guess we ditched the truck before we get to Maxwell because I don't think it's parked there. Let's ride out of here, boys. Good to see you, Bravo. I guess that is a downside. If you have the UAV terminal, you can open it, and you know that interacts with your scroll wheel. So if you're trying to switch megs or something, and you have the UAV terminal out, it can be kind of annoying. Mission accomplished. Luckily a buzzer doesn't hit us on the way out. They just think we're AAF. Managed to clear the town. Was not Goblin. I wonder who Goblin was. I'm assuming it's not Alcantaros, but maybe it's the commander of B Company or something. Which would be the ranking officer on the island, I assume. AAF is battalion size. After all, there's not exactly a lot of officers to go around in terms of importance. Maybe there's a commander of Stratus who commands all assets, including air assets and everything. Probably like a major rank, if I had to guess. Yes, Acanteros is a colonel, so he's probably the highest ranking officer in the military. Do the walk back. Looking cool, Gary. Now we can do Mike-26. Stop by the Armory. Yeah, so I can do that.
Maybe we should have seen it coming, you know?
What do you mean?
You get new gear every once in a while. So here we have the black MXs, which I don't think we're in middle of Arma 3. I think they were added in a later update, maybe Apex or something.
Well, everything's lethal, so on target, you know? Makes
Not
me
many
wonder how much longer we can
weapons in the weapon crate, just what's on the table, I guess. We have no 100-round tracer mags. We'll keep this tracer in here. Can drop these 5.56. We'll have to drop them on the ground. Drop these GLs. Drop these smoke. Keep the chem light. Why not? I already have a lot of grenades, but whatever. Let's just stick a 100-round mag in there. We're running heavy, but
And who the hell
yeah,
is
we'll
this
drop some
Miller
RGNs.
guy anyway?
I don't know. Special forces, SBS, or some shit, man.
Yeah,
Every
sure.
gear you drop
CGRG,
increases your
whatever the
stamina
fuck that
allowance.
means. For all I know, he's
We don't
the
need that
one
many
fucking
45
janitor.
mags either.
And it's like, who died and made him king?
McKinnon. And to be fair to the guy, he's kept us alive this far.
Sure, you're right. Just that accent, you know, gets right up my nose.
The British accent.
I heard that.
Don't let Miller hear you talking like that. Probably shoot you. Grenades. Anything interesting in here? Any thermal scopes or anything? No. Recon fatigues. So I could switch my gear here. Plate carrier is explosive resistant. Maybe we'll keep this. Salt pack. Keep that. Get rid of the diving goggles. Let's grab a helmet. Enhanced combat helmet. Let's grab that. Grab some. We'll wear goggles. It's not ace, so we can see clearly with the goggles on. Looks just look kind of cool. Let's see. Plate carrier carry. Level 3. I'd rather keep this one. We can switch the recon fatigues instead of the survival fatigues. Put all my stuff in there. And let's wear the recon fatigues, which basically is the same as regular fatigues, but it's rolled sleeves. Put some stuff in there. I don't like to keep magazines in my fatigues or my, uniform. I like to keep my ammo and stuff all in my vest and backpack. Just a little organization. I'm sure everyone has their own little way of doing it. All right. Yeah, I like the way my channel's been going lately. I've been starting to make more content for it. Releasing a day in the life of an AAF soldier earlier. That's probably the favorite video I've made so far, honestly. And I'm working on a new video that'll take a bit longer, but until then I'll pad the channel out with some of these Let's Plays for the people who like them. That's kind of the main reason why I made it. I just like playing through the campaign and talking about it, basically. It's just kind of fun. But yeah, please subscribe and like if you haven't already, if you're watching this. But I'm sure people who have gotten this far into the Let's Play series probably already subscribed and like what I'm doing, so not really a point. Alright, let's see. Let's do radio silence. And yeah. Probably do radio silence and then end it. Maybe do a bit more, depending on how I'm feeling. It is the weekend after all.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, comms are still down. Efforts to re-establish contact with NATO Medcom have
Nice
thus
synced
far
up animations,
proved
guys.
The plain truth, gentlemen, with the AAF regrouping, we must re-establish a link soon. Now, beside the airbase, Mike-26
Got a crewman
is the
there.
most high-tech
Don't see him
installation
fighting in
on
the field,
status.
really.
It's also one of the most
Maybe an officer here?
strategically valuable positions on the island.
They're dressed like officer and
It's a
crewmen, at
risk,
least.
But hitting the facility will deal a serious blow to the AAF. And if
So Miller's
anywhere
captain,
has
so
opportunity to
highest
reopen
ranking
channels,
NATO officer is probably a lieutenant, if there even
this
is
will
a
be
lieutenant.
coordinated effort. Charlie will set up a mortar, Alpha will provide
Probably just
overwatch
sergeants.
and mark any priority targets. We'll strike hard from a distance, and together with Bravo, move in quickly, hold the positions against any potential counterattack. Okay, squad leaders, form on me. I'll share some extra details. The rest of you, get set. Dismissed.
All right. Okay, so offensive. We have Charlie Squad on mortars. Sergeant Mitchell. You hear him talking. Pretty sure he's a black man. Which is pretty cool. You hear him. Yeah, you hear him talk over the radio. He's got an interesting voice. Alpha Squad, Sergeant Patterson. So what happened to Conway? Conway die, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, so we're attacking. Looks like Bravo. Well, let's see the mission. So yeah, we designate targets for Charlie's mortar. Yeah. Bravo's coming in to assist us, I guess. Let's take out the 3rd platoon, led by Lieutenant Xenon. And then Delta Squad is doing a recon all the way up here.
Alpha to Bravo.
Interesting that we still have vehicles driving around when, you know, the AAF has their superiority.
Awaiting the
I
order.
wouldn't risk it, really. It's not like we're on the walk.
We're all set up. ETA 2 mics. Over.
Copy that. Alpha out. Carrie, this is Mark. Carrie,
Alright.
hold fire.
Oh no, I didn't check my loadout. They took off my MRCO for some reason. Oh no. No optic. Wait. I didn't check my... See, this is fucking annoying. They took all my gear. That's fucking annoying. Ugh. We're going up here, right? Yeah, that's stupid. I had a fucking loadout that I wanted. That's really irritating. Tempted to revert the mission, but whatever. We'll just rock iron sights. At least they gave me an SW, which is kind of similar to what I had. Don't have tracer makes, I don't think, though. So I'm going to designate the mortars, then we'll move in.
Be advised. Support units are now on standby.
Okay,
Out.
stay low, Carrie.
We'll stay low. I think they remove the mortars once you hit the targets, so don't want to be stingy with those mortars.
75 meters. Front.
Let's get somewhere where we can get line of sight without these trees blocking us. Look here, looks good. Alright. Can we get a support? No. Custom? No, yeah. So we can just call them the artillery. I think
All units, be
if you were to
advised.
call it
Taking up a
here,
position on Overwatch.
I'm not sure, but I think it would go past and hit the terrain rather than the tower. So you gotta be careful about that. I think that's how it works. So like if I were to call it on this tower, it wouldn't hit the ground or the tower, it would hit, you know, you want to aim it for the ground in front of it. Okay, designate targets.
The way I see it, Carrie, you've got two options. Either you call out targets visually, or you read off the grid from your map. Just remember to use both to adjust Charlie's fire as needed. These are the only rounds we've got, so try not to waste them.
Let's just do it on the map, I guess. A lot easier. I know this area pretty nice. So yeah, they want us to hit these 3 targets. There's a tower back here, which has guys in it. There's also some APCs there, so let's do this. So one around
Requesting immediate
HE.
fire support at the designated coordinates. Over.
Target location received. Ordnance is inbound. Out. Rounds complete. Out.
One around
Requesting
HE.
immediate fire support at the designated coordinates. Over.
Target location received. Ordnance is inbound. Out.
One around HE.
Rounds complete.
Swap two.
Requesting immediate fire support at the designated coordinates. Over.
Splash. Out.
Drop
Target
two
location
here.
received. Ordnance is
I'll
inbound.
drop two on
Out.
this big tower.
Rounds complete. Out.
Or on this. Actually, I
Requesting
messed up. I
immediate
didn't
fire
call it on the
support
right
at
one.
the designated coordinates. Over.
But we'll drop.
Splash.
We'll drop
Out.
two here.
Rounds
We'll
complete.
drop one more on this
Out.
number two.
Target location received. Ordnance is inbound. Out.
Requesting immediate fire support at the designated coordinates. Over.
Splash. Out. Rounds complete. Out.
Alright, now I can
Target
see the
location
targets
received.
hitting.
Ordnance is inbound. Out. Splash. Out.
Requesting immediate fire support at the designated
Good work,
coordinates.
Carey.
Over.
Yeah, we're getting good
Rounds
hits.
complete. Out.
If I had a scope, I could
Splash.
engage these guys pretty
Out.
well from over here.
Target location received. Ordnance is
Now we
inbound.
just join the assault.
Alpha to Bravo.
I'll
Engage when
suppress from
ready.
here.
Engage when ready. Do you copy? Splash. Out.
So we use all our mortars. See, I think if you just hit those towers directly, they would all be dead, and then they wouldn't allow you to call any more mortars in. There's one. There are treasures on this thing, though. That's why you always want to check your inventory before the mission starts, because, yeah, it will fuck with your inventory. Maybe in later missions it doesn't, but probably it does. Oh. Oh well. Am I supposed to get in the MRAP? The music just stopped. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to get in.
Move 200 meters. Front.
Some burning vehicles.
Fire at will. Stay sharp.
Alright, let's go.
Left.
Let's
Support.
go.
Move 100 meters. Front. Copy that. Ready. Solid copy. Standing by. Enemy! Carry! Engage that man! Right up ahead!
Man, 200 meters. Front.
Soldier! 100 meters!
Green
Front.
hits.
Mark it! Attack that rifleman! North!
Got one.
Soldier! 75 meters! Just up ahead! Carry! Engage that man!
Got
Right up
another one, I
ahead!
think. That might have got him. Unless he just prone.
I've got him!
Oh, wait, that guy's not dead.
Attack that rifleman! Front!
There
Mark
we go.
it. Carry! Attack that rifleman!
The guy on the left dead. Get
Engaging.
some more to deploy my bipod. If we
Contact.
didn't destroy this
200
tower, would
meters.
have been
Front.
good. Say Bravo came in through this fence here. Well, we can deploy on this hill here.
Alpha, be advised, we've secured Mike-26.
Oh, we've already done it. See, that's how you do it. That's an assault right there. Oh, looks like we lost
This takes us one step
AAF
closer to
or
leaving
NATO
this
soldier.
Plate 1. This is Delta. Be advised, Greenbacks are definitely mobilizing. We counted at least 2 motorized infantry
Yeah, they got rid of my
squads.
1911
They
as
geared
well.
up at Rogaine. We're en route back to your position now.
Reload.
We're trying to open up a channel to Medcom. Just watch your fire. We're coming in from the northeast.
Will do, Delta. Shit, Charlie's out of round. All right, looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Oh, I actually, I guess if you destroy those targets, it'll let you use the mortars after this part. Okay, so I'm an idiot. I used all the mortars on this base, so now I can't use any on this
Contact.
incoming
Rifleman.
assault. Yeah, that was not very smart of me. Can I get in this thing? No. Yeah, and now I just have an MX against... I think it's all light infantry, but... Radar dome. Well, I'll do my best. Save here if it doesn't already for me, just in case. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it where I don't get mortars on this part. At least we got a good bipod position. 2 Striders coming in. Just light these guys up when they get a bit closer. Got 4 megs. Well, 3.5. Or no, 1. Yeah, like 4.5.
Carry, fire at that soldier, north. Man, 400 meters, north. Machine gunner, 400 meters, north.
Gotta love those tracers.
Carry, engage that machine gunner, north.
Let's press them a bit.
Carry, attack that rifleman, north.
Man, 400 meters, north.
Maybe I'm getting a few lucky hits in if I'm lucky. They're returning
Rifleman,
fire though.
300 meters, north.
I guess all my makes are tracer makes.
Carry, fire at that soldier, north.
It's actually almost easier to aim with the tracers. There we go.
Sniper,
Yeah,
man,
just point aiming with the
300 meters,
tracers.
north.
Are these tracer makes?
Carry,
I guess 100
fire at that
round
soldier,
regular megs have every 3rd or 4th round a tracer. And a tracer meg is just full tracers. I didn't actually know that. Makes sense for an MG. So these are more desirable than I thought they would be, the regular 100 round megs.
Changing mags.
Bennett, engage that machine gunner, north. Target, attack the sniper, north. 300 meters, front. Bennett, engage that machine
Running low on
gunner,
ammo though.
north.
Might want to hold off.
Target, engage that man, north. Engaging!
See if I can't see what's going on down there. Not seeing any dead AAF, although we definitely got a few out of there coming through the forest now. 2 of them.
Carry, fire at the medic, north.
Guys from... They must be from 1st Platoon reinforcing 3rd Platoon. We've taken out 3rd Platoon. Or at least a good deal of them. Good amount of them. I don't want to go down there, but they're not really... There we go. Let's start
Medic, 200 meters, just up
engaging
ahead.
these guys. Maybe some single fire action.
Alpha to Falcon,
Oh.
enemy reinforcements neutralized. Awaiting further orders. Over.
Fine work,
So they
Alpha.
just got the fuck out of
Entrench
there.
your position for now. Delta, sit rep, over. Bad news, sir. We've got nothing here.
Thought Delta was
No
up
way
there.
to establish a link to Medcom. All the equipment's fried.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. I'm sure all the
We're taking the
equipment's
charges
fried,
now.
guys.
All squads, get clear. Wait, what? You can't just blow it up. What the fuck was all this for then? Stand down, Bravo. That's an order. If we can't hold it, we raise it.
Why?
Proceed, Delta. Burn it down.
I
The rest
mean,
of you fall back to Maxwell.
having
Falcon
a
out.
pretty advanced ground
Timer set.
radar
60 seconds to
would
detonation.
be pretty useful in the case of a NATO attack.
Right.
But, I mean, come on, it's... Doesn't seem like there's much of a point to destroying it, really. I mean, when I say that, yeah,
4. Fall
it's...
back.
I think NATO would definitely prefer to capture it, and certainly in the lore, later on, it was a big setback to not have this radar, although I don't know really how it could set them back super bad, because, I mean, they have fucking AWACS and shit, but whatever. whatever. Mike-26 is a bit overpronounced in how important it is, but still don't want no reason to destroy it, really. Let's retreat the fuck out of here, guys. This guy's walking out, wounded. Can I treat him, maybe? There we go. Let's give you a IFAC, bro. You're walking too fast. There, now can you walk? No, I guess we did medic on you. Whatever. Alright. Did it. Let's do one more mission, I think. Determined the facility is unusable. Wasn't able to establish contact with NATO Medcom. Refusing to let it fall back in enemy hands. Miller authorized its destruction. Let's hope it was worth it. Yeah. Got a few kills. Yeah, not using the mortars wasn't that bad. Not really that strong of an attack. Like a squad, basically, 2 fire teams. And it's nearly night, so next mission is a night mission. Okay, Maxwell. Night 1. Distant gunfire, even though there shouldn't be anyone fighting.
Apparently somebody managed to get off a lucky shot on one of their choppers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, lucky shot, yada yada yada.
Deck somewhere up north.
Wait.
The wreck's still intact.
I want to get my uniform. No point getting gear until the mission starts, because I'm probably going to have to reset it anyways. Get some recon fatigues. It's chilly at 9 AM. Come on, man. I need a shirt. Let's do crossing paths. Meet FIA soldiers and resupply at their depot. So yeah, this is our first contact with the FIA. The infamous FIA. Notorious, even.
We've struck some fairly significant blows against the AAF. They've been weakened. We only have a small window of opportunity to exploit that fact, though, before they are reinforced. It's also become clear that we're running short on ammo and supplies. We've got the momentum, but we risk stretching ourselves too thin, gentlemen. Fortunately, an opportunity has presented itself. We've managed to re-establish communication with a contact that has ties to the local
And it was doing
guerrillas.
pretty well in terms of their
It's a small
operations.
cell, part of a larger network of resistance on the Altis mainland. They call themselves the FIA. In the wake of the AAF attack, our contact goes by the name Nikos, set up an ammunition dump somewhere near LZ Connor. He's offering to, well, share it, in a manner of speaking. Now, we've agreed to link up just south of here, meet with him, secure some supplies, and RTB. Be on your guard.
Resupply. Alright, let's get our inventory going, bro. So I'm not using this shit they're giving me. Let's get rid of that. Keep the plate carrier. Let's an MXSW, MRCO, IR laser, tracers. Get rid of these 30 rounds. Get rid of these GLs. Get rid of the... Yeah. Get rid of the 30 rounds. Get rid of the 9 mils. Keep the chem lights for fun. First aid kit. Four 100 round makes. That should be good. Grab some grenades. And let's grab a 1911 if we can. Yeah, we have 2. And where's the 45 mags? 45 ACP. What makes that? Alright, I think that's good. I think we get a suppressor when we meet up with our team here on regroup marker. Oh wait, did I grab a night vision? It should. No, they'll let me grab one. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I grabbed a suppressor. I think I grabbed a night vision. Oh no, I didn't grab a GPS. God damn it.
Less than a minute out, sir. Over.
All right, just get a move on.
Let me grab a night vision, please.
Carrie, over here. Take the pack. There's a spare set of MVTs in it too.
Alright,
All
I'll
right,
take the pack.
everybody set? Let's go meet Miller's contact. Warren Diamond. Move
There we go.
300
That's
meters
some night
in
ops
front.
going. Laser. Lasers are always fun. Oh, and then, of course it takes my fatigues away. That's cool. I just gotta wear a t-shirt at night. It's a Mediterranean night though, so when is it? What's the date?
Who's this Nikos guy again?
July 7th.
Miller says it's a
So,
resistance contact
summer.
of his, tied with a bigger cell on Altus.
Eltis.
Yeah, I get the impression that it's somehow linked to his team being here. This whole thing looks pretty fucking shady, to be honest.
So, with respect, sir, where's Miller now?
With respect, sir.
Fuck knows, Corporal. Delta and Charlie moved north, coordinating the recon, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
But he's right.
so
We need
Delta is
supplies, we wanna
reconning,
keep on
Charlie's
kicking three
assisting
back
them
ass.
by holding
Now stay sharp,
there.
keep moving, we don't have all night.
Understood.
We're regrouping with the FIA to get some supplies.
Hold fire. Relax. Move up. Nikos? Took you long enough.
Hey, Nikos.
We were just about to leave.
Another little thing
Holy
that's
shit,
annoying
that's
about
Connor.
Arma 3. These, like, night tracers.
We need to go.
Obviously, they put the tracers in the air to make it look like, oh, there's a bunch of combat going on.
Do you copy?
But it really doesn't make any sense because in night footage, when you see tracers flying in the air, usually it's anti-aircraft fire. Or, you know, the only reason why tracers would be going in the sky like that is if you're firing at a building above you and the tracers are going on. Like, when they're firing at an angle like that, they're not ricochets. They're definitely full burst into the sky. So it looks cool, but when you think about it, it doesn't really make any sense why there's tracers just flying around in the sky like that. Like, they just saw the footage of Iraq, you know, with a lot of anti-air tracers in the air and just thought, oh, that's cool, that's what night combat looks like, but it doesn't really make any sense because that's not why tracers are flying in the air in Iraq in the night footage. Like, why was there just some guy spraying his fucking AR around? Red tracers, so NATO. Nikos drove off to try to get to his men.
How the hell did they find out about the weapons?
I don't know, Carrie. Just keep moving.
Alpha, Connor's gone dark. Sounds like the AAF's moved in. They've probably hit the abandoned towns nearby too. Kick those assholes out of there. Secure those supplies. Over.
Let's get
Do
those
our best,
supplies.
Falcon. Out. Carrie, Doc, on
Buzzard.
me. We're flanking left. The rest of you, flank right. Regroup when it's clear. Understood?
Copy.
Listen up, Carey. The others will move from the right. Watch for the crossfire. We can't afford any friendly fire bullshit. Move 75 meters. Front.
Yeah, night is done really well in Arma 3. It's like super fucking dark, and then you have NVGs you can see pretty well. In Ace, it's more realistic and you can see less, but you can adjust the settings to see
100 meters.
better. I think
Front.
default Ace settings are a little too bad considering you don't get IR illuminators, unless you're using a mod with them, but it's not built into Ace, so.
Just up ahead. Machine gunner. 75 meters.
Oh, man.
Front. Engaging.
Yeah, you can keep engaging them, but I'm just gonna real quickly heal.
Engage that machine gunner.
I forgot my controls are set for Ace. I wanna. How do I report again? Status here.
I
Injured.
need some help now.
Clear. Larkin, heal that soldier.
Yeah, you can heal me.
Shit, I don't see Nikos. Doc, check his driver.
So the FIA guy
On it.
died. You healing me, Doc?
Standing by.
Yeah, he healed me. He got kidnapped by the AAF, I think.
No pulse. He's not
I don't know
breathing.
where they brought him.
Figures.
And they went
Okay,
that
let's
way
keep
or
moving.
something.
Foreign line. Falcon, Ioannis is secure. Over.
Good job. Proceed to LZ Connor immediately.
So security on
On
us.
the way. Out.
I go Sionis.
Move 100 meters. Front. Move 200 meters. Front. Contact! Bennett! Carey! Attack that rifleman! Southwest! Nickel! Larkin! Engage that machine gunner! Southwest! Walker!
Oh, damn, I got taken out. Good thing I'm manually saved.
Move 100 meters. Front.
Let's go. We'll save just before again, so I don't have to walk this trip.
Move 100 meters.
Let's engage some enemies. I'll go to this pickup again. Good bipod position. They have lasers on.
Contact! Carey! Attack that 18 soldier! Front!
AT soldiers, 100 meters, right up ahead.
Walker! Fire at that soldier! Just up ahead! Carey! Fire at that soldier! Nickel! Larkin! Attack that 18 soldier! Rifleman! 100 meters! Right up ahead!
Reload.
Cover me, reloading.
I think that was my last tracer mag. Yeah, so every fourth or so round seems to be a tracer. Maybe third.
Front! Target neutralized!
When you have a laser, you can point and shoot pretty well. Not too much use to use an optic at night. Especially in Ace where, oh,
Rifleman, 75
took a
meters
good opportunity
front.
for a grenade.
Rifleman, 75 meters, right up ahead.
They're still there? Yeah, so, see how fucking useless grenades can be sometimes? Jesus Christ.
Throwing smoke!
That's all I have for grenades.
Carey, Nichols, engage that man. Right flank. Engaging! Soldier,
Like,
75
those
meters,
grenades were right
just
on.
up
Oh, this guy had
ahead.
a grenadier vest, so... Guess he was
Target down.
resistant to grenades? I guess. I mean, maybe we won't get supplies off the cache, but there sure are a lot of dead guys we can loot. If we just grab them, bring them back to the base in a vehicle, anti-Stasi style. Don't want to die. There's surely a guy around here somewhere. Grab some grenades off these guys.
Clear. Christ, they're all fucking dead. Miller, Connor's
Grab
secure,
some
but
spare
we're too late. They
NVGs.
butchered the resistance. Over.
What's the status of the supplies, Alpha?
It's hard to say who destroyed them, but they're sure as hell gone now. Over.
God damn it.
Rocket
All right,
launcher.
strike hard, Alpha. Make a point. Clear the area.
Understood. With pleasure. Out. All right, you heard it. Let's take it to them.
Wait, we're not falling back to
Grenades.
Maxwell, sir.
Negative, Corporal. Miller wants us to make a stand. Let's go.
Why make a point?
75
I don't know.
meters. Front.
Just kill some AF. These guys seem pretty calm considering we just wiped out a bunch of them to their north.
Danger. Move 100 meters. Front.
Combat mode, guys. I should really rebind. I command AI a decent amount, and my controls are set up so that I have to press like control the number keys to control AI. You control AI with the number keys in Arma 3. Not the numpad, but the number keys on the keyboard. And Ace, I believe, changes a lot of your default controls to be grenade controls and weapon controls. Which is fine and dandy if you're playing multiplayer, but if you're ever commanding AI, it can be a pain because it just makes it more difficult.
Contact. Carey, engage that machine gunner. Front. Nickel. Bennett. Fires that soldier. Southwest. Walker. Larkin. Fires that soldier. Front.
Soldier,
Back a bit.
100 meters, front.
Engaging target. Engaging target. Larkin. Engage that machine gunner. Southwest. Walker. Carey. Attack that rifleman. Southwest.
Engaging target.
Target's down.
Here's some guys shooting inside. Got him. Now this village can be a little tricky sometimes, so I'm going to save so I don't have to redo that firefight again. Let's see if we can peg this guy in the head. There we go. Domed him. Through the Kevlar. Now you got to clear these houses. Oh, is that a... No, that's not a flashlight. That's a lighthouse.
Carey.
It's cool
Bennett,
because
attack that rifleman.
light travels a lot
Soldier,
farther in IR
75 meters,
than
front.
it does in, you know,
Engaging target.
your regular eyeballs see. So, you know, it looks bright there, but it looks much brighter. The light travels farther, basically,
Carey,
in night
sweep
vision
and
than it
clear the
does in
building.
On it.
non-night vision. Alright, let's clear the shit. Got a sat phone there or something.
Move
Almost
up.
got me there, buddy. See what I said about clearing these houses? It's pretty fun, eh?
Carey, attack that rifleman. Right up ahead.
Blair. Got one. Balloon about there's a guy in here. Can I see him through the... No, it's clear. Got a map of Stratus.
Area clear.
CSAT troops. I think we did it.
I'm covering, go!
Got the guy in here already. Sorry, buddy. Now we got some thunder. Big thunderstorm last night where I am. Or not thunder, but huge
All right,
rainstorm at
looks
least.
like we're clear. Falcon, objective complete. Orders? Falcon, do you read? Over.
I know, Falcon is under
Alpha,
attack.
we're under heavy bombardment. All teams do not return. I say again, do not return. Find shelter. Keep your heads down. Wait until you hear from me. How copy?
Yeah, they're getting a pounding.
Stay alert. Copy that. But with respect, Miller, fuck that.
See,
We're
kind
on
of
our
seems
way
like
back. Out.
Miller's like, yeah, leave me or whatever. Like, just stay away. These guys care. I mean, obviously they care about the soldiers back at the base, but it seems like they do care about Miller as well. Like, you know, fuck you, Miller. We're gonna go help you out. You know, maybe I'm reading too much into that because they also want to help out the base and the other NATO soldiers there. But I think
Jesus, sir.
the soldiers
What's
do
the
come to
plan?
appreciate Miller
I
and
don't know yet,
see him as a
Harry. Just
comrade
keep
because
moving.
he really is at this point. You know, there's nothing to show that he's, you know, evil or anything. At least as far as they can see. I mean, it's debatable how much he cares about the NATO soldiers here, but I think Miller probably, if nothing else, he doesn't want them to die. He doesn't, you know, he wants, even if he's just seen them as pawns, he doesn't want the men under his command to die. Yeah, they're giving it a pounding. I'll stop it at the start of this Maxwell segment. But your intervention, LZ Connor was overrun and supplies were destroyed. Worse still, an unexpected attack has left Camp Maxwell decimated. Looks like we're fast out of options. Got a few kills. That's a cool picture there. Two hours later.
Fuck. We didn't know you'd make it back out.
Alright, pause it there. Alright, thanks for watching another part. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, if you're watching this and enjoying it, make sure to leave a comment. Kind of lets me know that you like it, if you are watching it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Next part will be probably in 2 days from now, maybe a bit more. I am working on another shorter video, like a proper edited video, and that'll take me a bit. It's a bit of work, but yeah, I'll keep working on it. All right, thanks for watching.